Hey, what's up guys? Happy Thursday. Today we are going to do an Amazon merch t-shirt review, and it's not just going to be a design review. It's not going to be limited in scope really to anything. We want to, in this episode, I think, take as many factors into account to figure out, did they do a good job with this t-shirt? Now this one, somebody just sent me on Facebook and said, hey, do you mind making any like recommendations or giving any feedback? And you know what? I thought, why not do it and share it with the YouTube audience as well. So as you can see here behind me, it says, just a girl who loves anime and sketching. First and foremost, I think the design is awesome. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at the entire product listing on Amazon, look at the price point, the SEO, the keywords, etc., and evaluate the competition, all of those things. Basically, full spectrum. We're going to take a look at it. So let's get started. Quick reminder, take advantage of the free weekly print-on-demand giveaway. 2 winners are going to be randomly selected and announced this Sunday. They're going to receive a license to Flying Research, print-on-demand research tools, AutomatePOD, print-on-demand design creation automation, All-American Graphics, Premium Premade Graphics, and Bubble Scout, my go-to Redbubble niche research and validation tool. You can find a link at the top of the description. Also, while you're down there, I've got an awesome 7-day free Merch by Amazon mini course that you should take advantage of, and a great Merch by Amazon Facebook community. All right, let's go on over to Amazon and take a look at this listing. So as we can see here, this is a great looking listing. Like as far as the design goes, really well done. I would say, personally speaking, it's very like easy to see what the design is. You know what I mean? The text that's on the shirt, it's got the arc, which I think is a nice touch. It's symmetrical, it's technically, I think, asymmetric, but pretty symmetrical when you look at it, like centered. Got the stars on the side, good contrast. You got the light foreground colors, the light blue, the white, the very light pink. The only thing I think I would change maybe is that pink color that you put in. It looks like, is it every other word maybe that has that kind of pink color? Or maybe all of it's that pink color. I don't know. The like, it's not necessarily white text. It looks like it's an off pink, and that one's kind of weird to me because it doesn't seem consistent. But anyways, I think the design's done really well. As far as like you in the anime niche, I think this probably can compete with the best of the designs. But we're actually going to take a look at your competition in a second. But I did just want to mention as well that, you're pricing it at $13.07, which is great if you're trying to lock in that first sale. Now, do we have a date first available? Date first available here. By the way, guys, you can just go to any Amazon listing and type in Control F for searching the page. If you're on Windows, Control F, and then type date first available, and you will notice that it'll take you down to the product details in the page. You can see the package dimensions, the department, manufacturer, ASIN, and then what we're looking for here, it was published on December 11th, 2021, so 5 days ago. Now, also, if you just published a shirt 5 days ago, you probably don't need to like really stress or overthink about like if it was a good shirt or not. Especially like if you're in like tier 10, probably just get on like a cycle of rotating new shirts in and out based on when you uploaded them. So this would be potentially replaced 10 days later. And I actually do think that's a good idea for tier 10. Even if it it may be like, oh, 10 days isn't long enough, whatever. But I mean, it doesn't really come at any cost to you to just delete it and re-upload it, even if you use the exact same keywords, because for all you know, it may have gotten its chance. It may have shown up in search results, not gotten clicked. Click-through rate 0, conversion rate, it doesn't exist, NA, because you never got clicked, and just buried by the algorithm. Now, we don't really know because we're not Amazon engineers with access to that information, but, that was a tier 10 example anyways. So in tier 10, you can cycle your shirts every 10 days. This person said they were in tier 100, so definitely give it some time, but don't be afraid to, refresh it if it feels like it's not going anywhere. I don't think they can advertise, by the way, so they're needing some organic sales. Now, we will talk about other aspects of this listing, the SEO, for instance. But first, I want to take a look at the niche as a whole. So we know that the design is good. Pricing strategy, priced at $13.07. So they're trying to get that first sale. They're trying to create maximum incentive to get that first sale. And who knows, maybe they keep it priced at $0 profit because they're trying to get sales more than they're trying to get profitability. And of course, the lower the price, the more incentive you're creating for people to buy yours and not buy your competition. So I am looking at Jungle Scout here, and I was zoomed in. Let me zoom out. So Jungle Scout is really more or less a product research tool for Amazon sellers, but geared more towards FBA, I would say. That being said, I have a lifetime license, so I do use it for Amazon merch on occasion. And they have this marked as low demand, low competition, but it's kind of hard to really gauge print-on-demand products, so I don't put too much faith into Jungle Scout in general with print-on-demand products, just saying, especially the competition. Since Amazon started really hiding the actual competition of like how many products are indexed on those keywords that we provide, in the apparel category at least, I don't really worry as much about the competition. If you really care, type in some keywords and then just kind of manually comb through page by page and get a feel for it that way, because it says here, I'll X out real quick, like 141 results for just a girl who loves anime and sketching. But I already went to like page 6 on my own looking for this person's shirt and I never found it. So it just goes to show you that this algorithm's unpredictable. And I guarantee you like 141 results. What is there on, isn't there like 40 something products per page? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. Yeah, 48. I don't know why I thought it was 44. So clearly by page 3, if there's only 141 products indexed on these keywords, by page 3, we are going to start seeing other random shirts. Instead, when I got to page 3, we're still looking at anime and sketching, and page 4, page 5, page 6. So all I'm trying to say, guys, is take the number of results with a grain of salt, because they kind of changed that. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but so looking at Jungle Scout here, we can kind of gauge that if we sort by monthly revenue, some of these shirts are doing quite well. This #1 bestseller right here, which I actually recognize from doing product research, priced at $19.94, 1,290 reviews. Yeah, absolutely crushing. Jungle Scout estimates that monthly it's doing roughly $103,000 in revenue. Yeah, doing quite well. And at that price point, making about $5.20 per sale. So do the math. 5,193 sales a month. Yeah, 5.2 times, let's just say 5,000 sales a month. That would be $26,000 a month in sales. Whoa. So yeah, guys, there is massive upside with Merch by Amazon. Keep in mind that that's one seller. So if they're doing it, why can't you do it? You know what I mean? And yeah, there's probably ads involved, etc. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. We're going to scope it to just this listing, but I would consider that validation that, yeah, this niche is soaking up quite a bit of market share of t-shirt sales in general, but also I think of this as like a sub niche within the anime parent niche. Okay, so there's like anime shirts, and then there's, in this case, just a girl who loves anime and sketching, right? So we're getting into like triple cross niching, girl, anime, sketching, and there's still massive demand. Of course, it's the fourth quarter, so this is why having a tool like Helium 10, which can show you the BSR history over time, this probably sells very well year round as an evergreen, but also, of course, during Christmas, it's going to see the extra sales. So I doubt, if we looked outside of December, you would see $103,000 a month as the estimate in revenue, but whatever. And that's just one shirt. So this whole niche as a whole is soaking up quite a bit of sales. And this is a good way, guys, by the way. You don't need Jungle Scout, so I'll close out. But you can use the free DS Amazon Quick View Chrome extension. You can see the BSRs, the lower, the better. That's also good to indicate, if the niche is selling well. You can see here, you can gauge like how well your design stacks up against your competition. Now, one thing I was going to say is I really was high on this design, but after looking at some of the best sellers, it's like, man, you're entering a niche where it seems like everybody is a good designer. Now, I don't want anybody to have the imposter syndrome and think, well, I can't make good designs that good, and then kind of give up on merch, but not all niches are created equal. When you go into a niche like anime, you're already getting into that realm of like animated characters, right? So it kind of almost comes with the territory that you're going to have some good artwork in that niche. So I really do think your design's good, but you're in a tough space where even like a great design like this may not be as good as some of your best competition. So I'm just thinking out loud here, by the way, completely subjective, just disclaimer, right? But you got some stiff competition, clearly. That being said, the niche definitely considered validated as far as like generating a lot of sales. If you are able to rank your shirt, you're going to be in good shape for a while. You should make some evergreen sales too. This should sell year round. You obviously have some like incumbent competition, like the one shirt we looked at here, 1,200, almost 1,300 reviews. That means that this niche has been doing quite well for a while. It's not like, the Let's Go Brandon is the example I keep coming back to, where soaking up a lot of sales, but you're not also you're not competing with a somebody who's been there for years that's got 1,300 4.5-star average reviews that the algorithm is going to favor over you, you know, even if your design's better, because the algorithm trusts sales. So just keeping that in mind, guys. Yeah, beyond that, you know, you can always evaluate like your price point whenever you want to move up from 1307. It's not a bad idea to look around at what is selling and look at their price point. And then I'm assuming you want those sales to keep coming in. So you might want to undercut them, right? Because if your design is on par with everybody else's, but they've got 1,000 reviews and you've got 5, you know, you want to give the customer some incentive maybe to click you over your competition. It's not always that simple. I think most of the time people look at the designs, honestly, and if they like the design, they just buy the shirt as long as it's not priced, you know. I think $19.99 and below, people don't think twice about buying. That's just my personal opinion. Over time too, you know, if you start to make sales, just a quick reminder that people do buy them on other products. So don't be afraid to enable hoodies, tank tops, etc. All good ideas. But yeah, so I think the niche looks validated. Again, though, make sure your design is really good if you're going to be in a niche where everybody's designing really well. And also, you know, this is a sub niche of anime. So if, you know, this seller being in tier 100, it's good to be in those niches that soak up a lot of attention and a lot of sales, you know, a lot of customer eyeballs. But also, you know, this is one of those that I would consider to be very low-hanging fruit. Like when people go and they look at their product research tools, they do see this shirt specifically, a lot of people. So what that means is like you and a lot of other sellers who are maybe still finding your confidence as an Amazon merch seller, you may find your way into this niche, and like not even the niche, but like selling this pretty much this exact shirt with your own personal spin on it. And, you know, when it comes to stuff like that, it's like sometimes I just think zig while other people zag. You know what I mean? Be a little bit contrarian because it can make a big difference. You know, instead of being like one of 10,000 really nice shirts in this anime girl that loves sketching and anime, you may be like 1 in 1,000 instead of 1 in 10,000 with another sub niche of anime that you didn't find in a product research tool. Now, I'm just guessing that maybe you found it in a product research tool, but you can always just go to Amazon and type in, you know, whatever, like funny anime shirt, right? We don't need to make this into like a live, you know, product research, but funny anime shirt. And from here, you know, we didn't really seed it with anything specific. We just said funny anime, right? So I only care about anime and maybe 3 people, fine. Eat, sleep, anime, repeat, fine. I don't always watch anime. Sometimes I eat and sleep, and once I even left my room. So like there's plenty of sub-niche potential. Given that anime is so, you know, well-known and like soaks up so much sales, you know, these are probably all pretty well done. You'd probably need to go out to like page, you know, maybe like page 3, page 4, page 5, something like that to find something a little bit more fringe that's not overdone. But also at the same time, it's like, hey, it's Amazon merch. If you only have 10 minutes to get your research and a design done and upload it, don't spend forever thinking about it. Like do what you did. I think you made a great design as well. The other things we were just going to quickly look at is like your title says chibi anime figure. Okay. Chibi anime figure. And then it says just a girl who loves anime and sketching. So you're really getting indexed on, I would say, 2 phrases. Phrase number 2 is just a girl who loves anime and sketching. Well, we already validated that. We know that works. Phrase number 1 is chibi anime figure. So I have my AMZ suggestion expander working. And when I type in chibi anime figure, you'll notice keywords before. And none of them really say t-shirt anywhere. You've got other, and you've got Amazon's autocomplete. And it just says chibi anime figures, Demon Slayer, cheap, set, attack, Sailor Moon, book. Okay, so you don't have a lot of like, I always feel like it's more validated when you type something in and then it suggests a keyword after of shirt, right? Or t-shirt or merch. You know, when you don't see that, it's like, how valuable are these keywords? Now, that being said, I'm not trying to critique too hard because I'm not that familiar with this space. And if people will buy the figures, right? I'm sure if we search, it's probably like little action figures. You know, if they'll buy them here, then I'm sure they'll buy it on a t-shirt as well. But you know what I mean? You can go that step further to validate your keywords by typing them in, looking at either Amazon standard autocomplete or the free AMZ suggestion Chrome extension. And, you know, if people are searching for it on a t-shirt, you will see it there, right? So that being said, also the last thing that we were going to look at, go back to the listing. So your title still is pretty good. Maybe you should put just a girl who loves anime and sketching, put that first. And then put chibi anime figure second. You know what I mean? Front load with the most relevant keywords, I would say. And then in your bullet points, it looks like, you know, keep in mind, your title carries more weight than the bullets. Your bullet points, though, are basically just kind of elaborating on the title. You're getting indexed on some additional words like kawaii. Kawaii. I never know how to say the word kawaii. Designs for girls and women. Excellent anime girl design. Great for creative people inspired by and love Japanese animation. Great Christmas or birthday gift. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I'll just put like something like related to why it's a good gift in the bullets as well. So I'm cool with that. Click brand name to see more designs. That's actually pretty smart, putting that in there. And you have a unique brand that no one's tried to hijack yet. So, and that actually confirms my suspicion that right here, your other version, that you do have a different color on those couple words. So I actually like this color a little bit more. It's easy to distinguish the words from each other in the color. But hey guys, overall, I think this is a good listing. Like, this is definitely good enough. The fact that you're in a space that has been established, been around for a long time, that's evergreen, so it's going to attract a lot of big competition, a lot of people that are willing to spend a lot on ads to rank organically higher than you, which is going to push you down. That's the only thing that I'm like ambivalent about. Ambivalent? Is that the word? Ambiguous? I don't know. What's the word? That's the one I'm on the fence about, guys, is like the niche selection. I know you just want to like soak up sales right now because you're in a low tier. You want to tier up. You know the importance of that. So niche selection is the one thing where I'm like, was there a better niche that maybe you could have entered that wasn't so obvious, right? I mean, there's saturation everywhere, but some niches are more obvious than others. And like I said, if you are choosing a niche because you're looking at a research tool and that research tool puts this bestseller in front of you, like the one we're looking at here, which I know I've seen a bunch of times, well, then you and everybody else are going to see the same thing and be thinking the same thing. And that's the only thing I'm saying, guys. Maybe you kind of zig while other people zag. Be a little contrarian. Even if you're still in the anime niche, maybe find just another little pocket of it that isn't pretty much the exact same as the bestseller that you saw. You know what I mean? And that's just me guessing. I don't know if that's what put it on your radar. Anyways, guys, I think I've been rambling long enough, but thank you for watching this video until the end. Please do me a quick favor if you're still with me. Drop a like on the video for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.